It's easy to wonder about the individuals who always seem to have the need to outdo you, even when you're simply going about your day. There are those who, despite their position of power, feel the need to assert dominance every chance they get. Their behavior can range from almost comical to downright humiliating. Whether it's at work, in social circles, or during any group activity, sometimes you'll find yourself the target of their petty competition. Other times it's someone else, and occasionally, everyone seems to fall into their crosshairs. But why do these people act this way? What's behind their incessant need to be superior? And how can you protect yourself from their subtle attacks? Understanding the roots of their behavior is key to shielding yourself from their negativity. Pay close attention the next time you witness someone acting superior. It's often not just their words, but their body language that betrays them. Their facial expressions, however hard they try to mask them, can give away their true feelings. A condescending tone and a dismissive attitude may be what they want you to see, but the fear and insecurity in their face can't be hidden. The truth behind their superiority complex is simple yet startling. It's rooted in deep-seated feelings of inferiority. This behavior is far from random. It's a defense mechanism, an attempt to mask their internal insecurity and compensate for a perceived inadequacy. Historically, this kind of behavior stems from our primal need to fit into social groups. Those who didn't fit in, whether due to mental or physical differences, had to work harder to secure their place. They had to overcompensate by drawing attention away from their perceived flaws, often by targeting others who were stronger, yet more empathetic, someone who wouldn't fight back. This sense of superiority is nothing more than a fragile shield to protect fragile egos. These individuals are seeking validation, desperately trying to elevate themselves by putting others down. But deep inside, they know the truth. They feel inferior, and they mask it by inflating their sense of self-worth. They act arrogant, dismissive, and condescending because, in their mind, being the most important person in the room is the only way to stave off feelings of inadequacy. Why do they act this way? It could stem from childhood experiences, overcritical parents, schoolyard bullying, or a lifetime of feeling less than. What seems like an attack on you is really their attempt to deal with their own deeply buried insecurities. Recognizing this truth can help you avoid internalizing their behavior and taking it personally. But how do you deal with these people? It's a challenge. These individuals may not seem malicious at first, but when their behavior turns on you without warning, it can be jarring. The difficulty lies in reconciling the kind, considerate person you know with the one who suddenly acts superior, and it's easy to take their actions personally. However, understanding the root of their behavior can provide clarity. Their superiority complex is just a front for their inferiority complex, a facade meant to shield their bruised ego. And that's where you have to be vigilant. Their insecurity has the power to make you feel inferior, but only if you let it. So, what's the best defense? First, don't be fooled. Recognize their behavior for what it is and understand that it comes from a place of self-doubt. Protect yourself by confronting them directly. Have a face-to-face conversation where you calmly explain how their behavior isn't a reflection of you, but of their own insecurities. If that doesn't work, don't hesitate to call them out. Doing so in front of others is often the most effective way to disarm them. Point out that their behavior is a sign of insecurity, and make it clear to everyone involved that their superiority complex is nothing more than a desperate attempt to mask their fear. People will see through it, and when that happens, they lose their power. Empathy is important, and no one wants to escalate conflict unnecessarily. However, there comes a point when doing nothing only enables their behavior. If you've given them a fair chance to change, and they continue, standing up for yourself isn't just acceptable, it's necessary. When you do, you don't just protect your own self-esteem, but you also set a boundary that prevents others from falling victim to their antics. It's a lesson in self-respect, and if they don't learn from it, at least you'll have peace of mind knowing you've taken a stand. These people may never fully change, but you can control how their actions affect you. And when you reclaim that control, you take away the power they once held over you.